What up YouTube, this is Supercharged.os, and this is my full review and comparison of the Minix Neo X7 and the Minix Neo X7 Mini. The Minix Neo X7 quad-core media hub has a quad-core Cortex A9 processor, a quad-core Mali 400MP graphics processor unit, 2 gigs of DDR3 RAM, and 16 gigs of internal flash storage. It's got dual band Wi-Fi, 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz capability, and the external Wi-Fi antenna increases the range as well as the connectivity. On the back of the device, it has one HDMI port, one optical audio output, 2 USB ports, one Ethernet port, and a recovery button for restoring the device. The power button is located on the side of the device. Also on the side of the device is a third USB port, a standard size SD card slot, a microphone jack, as well as a headphone jack and an OTG port for flashing new software onto the device. The front of the Minix Neo X7 is flush. When the device is powered off or asleep, you won't see anything. When the device is powered on and in use, you'll see a blue LED light that stays lit. And the Minix Neo X7 is a very well made device that looks and works great. Now let's take a look at the new smaller version, the Minix Neo X7 Mini. It also has a quad-core Cortex A9 processor, a quad-core Mali 400MP graphics processor unit, 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of internal flash storage, and 802.11n Wi-Fi. On the back of the device, you have one HDMI port, one optical audio output, one Ethernet port, and one 5-volt power output. On the side of the device, there's 2 USB ports and one standard size SD card slot. Both Minix devices come with the same remote control. It's usable for navigating the device and for using Xbmc, but it's not the best remote in the world, but it gets the job done. But if you're looking for an Air mouse with a full keyboard, check out the Minix Neo A2. It's definitely one of the best Air mouses that I've ever used. It runs off 2.4 GHz USB dongle. It takes 2 AAA batteries, and you're going to have to supply those yourself. They're not included. It has a built-in microphone, which is one of its best features. So definitely check out the Minix Neo A2 Air mouse. Now let's start my double review of the Minix Neo X7 and the Minix Neo X7 Mini. I'm also going to be using and checking out the Minix Neo A2 Air mouse. First, we'll test the benchmark statistics of the Minix Neo X7. So I'll just go ahead and go to test, and I'll see you as soon as it's done. Alright, now the test is complete. So let's see how the Minix Neo X7 did. You can see right here, the top device is the Samsung Galaxy Note 3, and it tests at just about 35,000. So I'll go ahead and scroll down. Here's my device, the Minix Neo X7, and it tested at 18,416. So it's just over a little bit faster than the Samsung Galaxy S3. So it's really impressive. Let's go ahead and check out some of the other details. Alright, so here you can see the number 18,416, and you're not going to get too many numbers, devices that'll get a number higher than that of this type of device. This is one of the best test results I've seen this far, and you can see right here it gives it a good rating of the CPU, supports large apps and multitasking. The RAM is good, 2D graphics is excellent, 3D graphics general. Supports most games. So there you go. Most of the games that are on the Google Play Store, most of your full games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that are definitely going to be able to function fully on this device. Alright, so let's check out a few more of the details. You can see the RAM speed and all of that was tested. And of course the 2D and 3D graphics Mali 400MP graphics processor unit. For some reason it's testing at 720p when this device is in fact 1080p, but I guess there's a reason for that. I'm not sure what it is. But one of the good things about the Minix devices is that there's tons of software out there and lots of support. So the website has the kernel. If you want to update yours, you can go right ahead. But this device runs at 1080p. It's just certain aspects are still at 720p. Now let's test the download and upload speeds of the Minix Neo X7. And depending on how many devices you have on your network and also how good a connection you have will depend on the results of this test. You can see that my download speed is 5.46 megabytes per second, which is fast enough and pretty decent considering I have about 10 devices on my network. And also the upload speed is 1.62 megabytes per second. So this device is just as fast as any computer as far as download and upload speeds are concerned. Alright, so now that we've tested the download and upload speeds, let's download an app from the Google Play Store, because the test is one thing, but the actual downloading capability is another. So I'll go ahead and I'll find us an app really quick. Let's go ahead and download Netflix. Alright, Netflix is 13.52 megabytes, which is the average size of an app. And hit accept. And there we go, the download started. And you can see right here, it's finished already. Now it's going to install. And installing seems like it takes a little longer to install than it does to download. And there we go, successfully installed. So that took altogether about 15 seconds. And there it is, the Netflix app. I'll go ahead and start it up just to show you that it's completely downloaded and working and everything like that. And there you go. So this device downloads apps lightning fast. Now let's run the root checker to see if this device is rooted when you get it. And you can download this root checker free on the Google Play Store also. And you see right here, this device does not have proper root access. But as I mentioned earlier, this device, Minix Neo X7, all of Minix devices there's tons of software out there for them. All you have to do is go to Minix website, which I'll put links in the description. That way, in case you want to go and check out that rooted software, it'll be right there. And there's also tons of other places you can get the rooted Minix software. Another great feature of the Minix Neo X7 and the Minix Neo X7 Mini both are that they come with this fancy widgets app pre-installed, and some of the best widgets that I've seen on any device of this kind. So I'll go ahead and flip to the next page and show you a couple of the widgets. Here's the clock widget, and this is the quick reply widget for Facebook. And to add widgets, you just go here, and then your widgets and your apps will be there. So if you want to add an app to that section, you just hold on it like that, and then when this page comes up, you just put it wherever you want. It's really the same as most other devices when it comes to this. You just do that and go back to widgets. I'll go ahead and add this bookmarks widget so you can see how it looks. And there you go. Now let's check out the Minix Neo A2 Air Mouse and Keyboard combo. Let's test the built-in microphone and see how good it works for posting status updates and for searching. So let's open our web browser and go to Google search or whichever search engine you want to use. Click right there. When the keyboard pops up, you want to go right here to this microphone icon and click on it. And then when you see this, just go ahead and tap on it to speak. Android Mini PC. And there you go. You see Android Mini PCs. And you can also use the Minix Neo A2 Air Mouse to post status updates to Facebook or to tweet. I'll go ahead and give you a demonstration of how it's done. You just bring up the page. And when you see the keyboard, Go ahead and use that microphone icon, click on it, and then tap to speak. What's up, everyone? Question mark. I'm currently reviewing one of the best Android mini PCs on the market. Exclamation mark. Alright, so you can see it got everything right, even the punctuation marks. So I'm willing to overlook this small error. You see it put mini PC is instead of mini PC apostrophe S. But I can overlook that because this Minix Neo A2 Air mouse is really great, and it does work wonderfully with other tasks as well. And if you're having trouble getting the built-in microphone to work on the Minix Neo A2 Air mouse, just go to your settings, sound, and sound device manager. And right here, sound input devices, make sure that Sage Air mouse is selected. Now let's check out the special version of Xbmc for Minix. And if you want to add this version of Xbmc to your Minix, just check out the link in the description, or you can just visit Minix's website, which I'll have a link in the description for them as well. And you can see how fast it started up. And the version that you install, the special version of Minix for Xbmc, isn't going to have these add-ons that you see, like 2+, 1 channel, mashup, ice films, all the best, most popular add-ons to watch free movies and TV shows. If you want to add those to your Minix or any other Xbmc on any other device, just visit my channel and you'll be able to do all that and more. Now let's check out one of my videos to see how good the quality is. See right here is the Minix Neo X7. Let's try that video. And we'll go to 720p. So you can see the video started up with no problem. So Russ, this is an unboxing and setup of the Minix Neo X7 quad-core media hub. This is awesome. So you can see by how fast the video started up that it's really playing well. You can tell by the quality that it's playing continually. There's no skipping in the picture. So I'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit forward so you can see that it does that with no problem. So I'll go ahead and back out. I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration of how good Xbmc works on this device. I gotta say it works better than most of the other devices I've tested. And I'll just go ahead and exit. And there we go. Now let's check out the Airplay feature of the Minix Neo X7. I've got the same video playing on the iPhone 5. And we'll go ahead and use the Airplay feature to put it onto the screen of the Minix Neo X7. You can see right there. And there we go. Just give it a few seconds to get straightened out. And there we go. The video is starting. Alright, so that pretty much concludes the first half of this review. And I covered a lot more than what I thought I would with the Minix Neo X7. We were able to check out Airplay features. We were able to test the download and upload speeds. We also did a full benchmark test using Antutu benchmark. And if you want to run these tests on your device or a device that you're thinking about purchasing when it arrives, you can go ahead and download these apps. They're free on the Google Play Store, the Antutu benchmark test, or the Internet Speed Test app, as well as the root checker. You can go ahead and give your device a check and see what it's about. And we also tested Xbmc for Minix, which is a special version of Xbmc for Minix devices only. And if you have a Minix device of your own and you want to go ahead and test it out, I'll put a link in the description where you can go ahead and download that and see what it's like. Now let's take a look at the Minix Neo X7 Mini. It's got a lot of the same specs as the Minix Neo X7. Only difference really is that the Minix Neo X7, the prior one that I just showed you, has 16 gigs of internal flash storage, whereas this device, the Minix Neo X7 Mini, only has 8 gigs of internal flash. They both have 2 gigs of RAM, and the only difference other than that is the Wi-Fi, which the regular Minix Neo X7 has dual band Wi-Fi, which means that you can use 5 gigahertz network as well as 2.4 gigahertz. And this one only gets one channel, so that means only 2.4 gigahertz. And all that really means is that you're going to have this one a little closer to your Wi-Fi router than the regular Minix Neo X7. But other than that, and the internal storage, these devices are pretty much identical. So let's do a benchmark test of the Minix Neo X7 Mini, just as we did with the Minix Neo X7, and see what the difference is by the numbers. And there you go, Neo X7 Mini. And we'll click on test, and I'll see you right after it's finished. Alright, now the test is complete. And here's your most popular Android devices, just like before. The Samsung Galaxy Note 3 is the fastest, almost 35,000. Scroll down a little bit, you can see right here the Samsung Galaxy S4 is right in at about almost 30,000. So we'll say maybe 28,000. And scroll down a little more, and there's mine, 17,693. The Minix Neo X7 Mini. So for the price, this device is really fast. It's a really good device. I mean, it stands up pretty well to your most popular Android devices. Let's take a look at some more details. There's our number. As you can see, it's only just a little less than the Minix Neo X7 was. So like I said, I kind of expected that, but it's not really going to make much of a difference considering. And there's all the details of the test. The CPU was tested, the RAM, here's all the numbers, results. Alright, so I'll go ahead and go back. And next thing we'll test will be the download and upload speeds. I'll go ahead and click start. And again, depending on how many devices you have and your internet connection is going to depend on how well this test will perform. And there you go, there's the results. And we got a really good download speed on the Minix Neo X7 Mini. And the average download speed is 9.15 megabytes per second. The current speed is 11.0 megabytes per second. And the maximum speed was 14.24 megabytes per second. So that's a decent download speed. Again, there's really no difference between the two devices as far as the hardware is concerned. The only reason that this test will probably show that the Mini is downloading faster has to do with the connection I have and nothing else. Alright, so now that we've done our test using Antutu benchmark, and we've also tested the download speeds, let's go ahead and check out something that I didn't show you on the Minix Neo X7, because the widgets are the same on both devices, so there's really no reason for me to show you that on this one where it's going to be the exact same thing as that I just showed you on the X7. So the thing I didn't show you though is the two different launchers, and both devices have this feature. So I'll go ahead and click on home, and whenever you first load up your device, you'll see that they're giving you two options that you can click on, the right or the left. The left is the normal launcher that you see right here, but the Minix Launcher is something that Minix created, their software, and it's really simple, as you can see right here. It's very easy to use, and it's an entire interface, so even when you go into settings, everything is simply laid out. It looks really simple and easy to understand, so anybody could use this device if they use the Minix Launcher. And like I said, both devices have this feature. So if you want to, just show somebody how to use this type of device and they're new to this kind of thing, the Minix is definitely a device that you can do that with. And the Minix Neo X7 Mini has really a lot of the same features within the interface that the regular Minix Neo X7 does. Like, for example, the Airplay feature is exactly the same on both devices. A lot of the features that I just showed you are pretty much similar. So let's just go ahead and test out the special version of Xbmc for Minix on the Mini as well. And just like before, I'll go to YouTube and I'll try out one of my videos. This time we'll do the unboxing of the Minix Neo X7 Mini. Go to Uploads. And there it is. .720p. And I'll go ahead and let it play for a few seconds. And you can see that the video is perfect. There's no lines, there's no distortion in the picture, there's no skipping, no lag whatsoever. And the Minix has one of the best Xbmc performances that I've seen out of most devices, especially this version of Xbmc that's designed specifically for Minix. Go ahead and skip forward. And I'll skip forward past was buffered. And there you go. Didn't take very long. And this is 720p. I'll go ahead and skip forward some more. There you go. I'll do it once again. And you can see that this device has been able to keep up in 720p with no problem. So I'll go ahead and back out. And we'll close Xbmc. Alright, this is Supercharged iOS. This concludes my double review of the Minix Neo X7 and the Minix Neo X7 Mini. I'd like to thank Minix for sending me both of these awesome devices for my review. If you're interested in purchasing either the Minix Neo X7 or the Minix Neo X7 Mini, there'll be links in the description for both of those, as well as the Minix Neo A2 Air Mouse. I hope you guys enjoyed this double review. If you did, please click the like button. Also like my page at facebook.com/chargedios. Follow me on twitter.com/chargedios. And also check out my new blog at superchargedios.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace.